Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Speed Reno Fridays, or whatever I put out on Friday, because it can be a multitude of things. But we are back renovating somebody else's house, and it is the Forgotten Farmhouse, and it is by Sil Rose. And clearly, as you can see, it is definitely a house that many people have enjoyed, myself included. I have taken a sneak peek at it. I haven't renoed it yet, so but I have taken a sneak peek, and it is, oh my god guys, it is so gorgeous and so well done that this person deserves all the praise that they can get. It is a little bit older, but it is just so beautiful, and it's gonna be so nice to reno. Anyway, an old farmhouse which has had minimal maintenance over the years, partially furnished and move-in ready. Mind the cobwebs. I think it is so cute, and we're gonna get in and I'm gonna gush over it for the rest of this. Okay guys, so here is the house. Isn't it just like, it's stunning. It is so, don't mind the plumb bob in the sim. It is just, it's so well done. I cannot get over how good this house is. Obviously in need of some fixer-uppering, but it is definitely a nice house. So you walk in, and it's actually weird because most of my houses that I built, you walk right up to the doorway, but this one's cute. It's got a little side door, and you walk in, and this I'm gonna say is the living room. Very cute. It good sized everything. Everything is the perfect size. I doubt I'll change much as far as wall structure because I just love it. I also might keep like the old theme of just like, I don't know. I don't want to change it too much. It's so nice. I just want to like put furniture in it. This I would assume is the dining room, and then in here is a kitchen with a door that goes out to the backyard, which I'll show off later. In here I'm probably going to turn this into like a little office nook area. I think that's what they intended with the desk. I could be wrong. I also love the touch of putting radiators everywhere, because if anybody knows, old houses use radiating heat instead of like floorboards and stuff. And here is just a little powder room, which I'll probably turn into a small full bathroom if I have the space. Down here there is in fact a basement. I don't think I'm going to keep the basement just because this house has enough already, and adding a basement would make it super duper large. Obviously you can definitely add a basement in if you need more room in your house. Also good location of stairs, which means these stairs won't be here, so this will become a little bit bigger of an office nook, which is totally fine with me. Upstairs we have our bedrooms, if I could ever figure out how the camera worked. So in here we have a good sized bedroom with a little closet area, and this I think is so cute. It's like it's from the kitchen cabinets, but it could be like a little dresser or whatever. In here, ooh, that was the stairs. That was not the stairs. That was a chair upstairs moving, in my house. So in here we have a good sized bathroom, again with that little cute thing there. In here is another bedroom, good size, all good size rooms, really well done. And then here's the master bedroom with its own ensuite, so I think we're gonna have enough room in this house without the basement, so I think we'll be just fine. Also the closet there too as well. And then if we go outside, it is just a nice little garden area here, which I'll probably keep. I might like make it look a little less dungeony, but we'll see. Yeah, so I'm gonna head on into the reno here, so I will talk to you in like 2 seconds. So enjoy that, guys. Okay guys, so a lot has happened since that intro. It's pretty crazy actually. I intended to record this voiceover immediately after that intro and doing the fly through and stuff, but I got distracted as per usual and ended up doing other things. And then later that night, I ended up going to like make my lunch for the next day for work, and I was cutting some lettuce, and I just sliced my thumb. It's a weird cut. It's a painful cut. It's like it started at the top of my thumb, and then I felt it, so I jerked my thumb away, but not really in the smartest way. The knife was still there, so I ended up jerking it to where it cut half my nail. So I'm now rocking a real cool band-aid, but I got smarter with my band-aid. Instead of putting it around my entire thumb, I put it on half of it, so at least I have some mobility in bending my thumb. If you follow me on Twitter, you would have seen the post that I did from Snapchat. I just screenshotted the picture that I did and said, "Don't play with knives, kids." It's a good recommendation. I have some really sharp, expensive knives, knives that I bought because they were sharp and expensive, and this was a bread knife. You're not supposed to cut lettuce with stainless steel knives, as my mom has told me many times, but I don't have a plastic one, and I was cutting lettuce for my Caesar salad for today, actually, but it was the day after. And yeah, so that was so much fun. Anyway, it's Friday now, so that's great. That's awesome. Still Thursday for me. Also, my dog, he split his nail, so he's limping now. So he's limping. I have a bum thumb. We make a perfect pair. What more could you want from two adorable things, me and my dog? So it's quite a funny combination. I was taking him on a walk, and you can just see my like thumb bandage and him just limping along next to me, and it was, we look dysfunctional. We look like we're broken. Unfortunately, this evening though, I normally take him for an evening walk, and he just couldn't do it. He was too limpy. I call him my little Limpy McGee, so he is resting now. And he'll be fine. It looks clean. There's no infection in sight at all. So it's just a matter of healing in time and sort of taking it easy, which is hard when you have an energetic dog like he is. So we'll see how that turns out. Anyway, I hope you had a fabulous week. Can you believe it's Friday? Also, can I just mention how much I freaking love this house? Like, I want this house so bad. This is like a dream home for me. I made both the bedrooms. One is a nursery, but it's like a nursery toddler room. The other one is like a 2 girls room. I took out the basement because I felt like that was a little bit overkill. It was also a really creepy basement, so I thought, you know what, we'll take it out. But I love the design. If I could have a little bit bigger kitchen, it would be a little bit better. But honestly, I'm pretty sure this will be the house that I upgrade to for my 100 baby challenge if I ever get this rich, because it is quite an expensive house. But if I do get that rich, it'll be the house I choose, because it is just so nice. I don't change any walls whatsoever, not even bathroom walls, which are usually ones that I change because I find some people make their bathrooms way too big. But there is a reason that this person had like over 3,000 downloads for this house. It's because it's just immaculate. It is so nice, and I'm so in love with it, and I want it. I want to play in it. I might actually create a family and cheat them into this house just so I can play in it. That's how much I love this house. Also, didn't realize that those windows that came with City Living can be changed into like dirty versions. So I had to like go around and individually change all the windows into like clean versions. Also, this person put garbage everywhere, which is great. I mean, I understand why there's garbage there, but then I have to make my sim go and clean it up while I'm building, which can be a bit tedious. That's not exactly the fault of the builder, as it is the fault of EA for making garbage undeletable. So that's fun. There's also garbage in the basement that doesn't exist because I was too lazy to take it out. So it's a little piece of garbage for you. So yeah. So my weekend will be filled with thumb resting. I don't know. It doesn't, like, it hurts if I put pressure on it, and if I bend it a certain way it'll hurt, but I took my Band-Aid off today and it looked clean. I cleaned it up again with some like of those like, what do you call it? Like those alcohol wipes or whatever. Oh my god, you should have seen me the day that I cut it. I like run upstairs. I'm like, Mom, I cut my finger, and she thinks I'm like dying and stuff. Well, to be fair, my mom was very cool as a cucumber. She's like, okay, put pressure. And she was like texting someone, she's like, okay, just keep the pressure, blah blah blah. And like, is it bleeding a lot? And I'm like, no. Honestly, I've had nosebleeds bigger than this, but you know, I freaked out a little bit. I've never gotten stitches aside from the one time I got a wisdom tooth out, and he had to stitch my mouth. That's it. So you can imagine how little experience I have with this. I'm a very safe and cautious person, so like I don't get injured very often for a reason. I'm a scaredy cat. So I was like applying pressure, and blood doesn't freak me out and things like that don't freak me out, but just like the thought of the thing that scared me the most. This is hilarious. I can't believe this is the world we live in, but the thing that scared me the most, and such a first world problem, is that I would have to wait so long in the hospital to get stitches. Because we have free healthcare in Canada, which is all great, and I can go to the hospital, and I don't have a medical dental plan right now because I'm not working full time. But my care card would cover anything that I need to get done at the hospital, just like standard medical. And so that would be fine. But our hospital waits nowhere near where the States are, obviously, since we're such a smaller population. But they're still like up there, especially being a small cut like this. It'd probably be like 5 or 6 hours before I got seen by anybody. That's what put me off the most about this, was that I was gonna have to wait in a line of people, and I would keep getting pushed back because an emergency would come through, as I should be, because, you know, emergency, right? Car wreck comes through, they don't need to take care of my little finger. So that's what made me upset the most. But anyway, I was applying pressure, and finally she got off her phone, thank you, Mom, and came over and was like, okay, let me take a look. And I peel it off, and it wasn't a bad bleed, I think, because most of it was under my nail. I don't know, it just didn't bleed very much. And so she's like, okay, I mean, it doesn't look too deep, so I don't think they couldn't stitch it even if it was that deep. Like, it's in such an awkward place, and like this flap of skin is covering it and it's healing it, so it's fine. I'm fine. But I like to be dramatic about it. So she's like, I'm gonna have to pour some like peroxide on it. And rubbing alcohol on peroxide, two different things. One stings and one doesn't. And when I was a kid, my mom used to tell me that none of them stung. Like, she'd be like, get the rubbing alcohol. She'd be like, no, this isn't the stinging one, that's the other one. And I'd be like, okay, and it would sting. Peroxide, she'd be like, no, this isn't the stinging one, it's the other one. I'd be like, you lie. And then it wouldn't sting. So I thought it was gonna like sting pretty bad, and I haven't put that stuff on a cut, like an open wound. I rarely get cut like that. So I was like, no, don't do it, and I kept like pulling my hand away like I was 5 years old, like, no, I can't do it. Finally I did it, and it didn't sting, and I felt like the biggest baby in the entire world. I'm just like, no, don't do it, my poor thumb, I want to live. Honestly, using the alcohol like wipes to like clean it off today hurt more than putting that on. And she's like, oh my god, you're such a baby. And I was like, no, it hurts. So that's a fun adventure of me cutting my thumb like an idiot. And funny enough, the last time I cut myself not badly, but like to the point where I freaked out a little bit, was also with a serrated bread knife. I was much younger, and I was cutting a bagel, and I had it, obviously, my hand holding under it, and I just wasn't paying attention and just like grazed my hand. Luckily, that knife wasn't sharp at all, so it didn't even really bleed that much that time. But this time, it was kind of, I don't know, I was cutting the lettuce, and I had my hand like placed to the side of it. It wasn't under it, like I wasn't holding it and cutting it, because that would be weird. It was on a cutting board, and I like sliced, and it just grazed my index finger, and I was like, whew, that was close. That was so close. I gotta be more careful. And then literally the next slice was my thumb, and I was like, ah, and I, like, you know when you just know, and it's like I felt it start, and then I think because I ripped my hand away, I like made the cut a little bit worse, because I'm not the smartest cookie, okay, in the cookie jar. So it's not bad. It's fine. I went to work today, and everybody's like, what happened? Do you need stitches? And I'm like, no, this white bandage is a little bit for dramatics and a little bit because I just don't want to be like smacking my finger and it bleeding everywhere. So, you know, I'm fine. I've always been that way about band-aids, being a little bit more, like a little bit over dramatic, mainly for safety reasons, sometimes for people being like, oh my god, what happened? I'd be like, so there was this alligator, I was in the water. No, I'm kidding. But I just like to be extra safe, especially things like doing dishes and walking dogs and like picking up poo and things like that. I really don't want it to get infected, so I triple bandage it. And I don't want to look at it. It looks like, this is the part where it looks really gross. It's like the skin is like kind of yellowish because it's dying, and it's like super duper white because it's dying, and it's like, there's still a little bit of dry blood because I can't quite get that off without like scrubbing it. But it's clean. The cut is very clean, very clean. So me and my dog are just gonna wallow in our misery. I feel worse for him because his actually like hurts him pretty bad. and he is very discouraged at the fact that he can't walk as well. And he was just like, oh, it was so sad. He was just like limping along or like hopping along with me today, and I was like, okay, buddy, we'll go back. But I don't need to force you to do this. It's just because a lot of times when he gets injured, he doesn't really care, and so he still wants to go for a walk. And it's usually me who has to be like, no, we're going to sit this one out. And he just destroys something because he's so bored. Today it was him. He was like, okay, I'll go. And then we went, and then we got like maybe, I don't know, like 500 steps. If that's not even like 200 steps. And then he looked at me, and I was like, okay, buddy, we'll go home. He had already been out, so it wasn't like that. Now he's just sleeping on the couch. Poor guy. And then he likes to eat bees. And for some reason, not even bees, wasps, because we don't have bees. But the wasps are still out, despite the fact that it's like 3 degrees out and it's raining all the time. He found what I thought was maybe a different bug that bit him, but I could totally tell because it bit him and he like shook his face. And then he came inside and it started to swell, and I was like, great, you got stung by a bee. And I had to give him some Benadryl, which is like the allergy medication. So he may, like, him not wanting to walk may also been due to that, because it makes you drowsy. So oh, hi, I know I'm talking about you. Oh, his little sad eyes. Oh my god, I feel so bad. I just want to make him all better. And his nails always give him issues. He has the worst nails in the world. They always like split or get really dry and like bother him. He just especially last winter when it was super icy and he kept like his paws kept getting cut, and it was just not a fun time. I'm not looking forward to that this year. I'm really hoping we don't have that winter. There is a rumor in the meteorologist world that we are going to get that kind of winter, if not worse. So on Monday, I get my winter tires on. Fun adult things. Get your winter tires on. Luckily, I have them on rims, so they don't cost very much. They cost $20 to change over. They cost a lot to get your tires on rims. Also, why are the rims so ugly? I have like really nice, beautiful, shiny chrome wheels. If I decide to wash them, they shine so nicely. And then these stupid winter tires, which are on until at least March, look so ugly. And it just ruins the entire vibe of my car. So, anyway, I should talk a little bit about the house. So as you saw, I did like a toddler, like baby room. You could also make it into like dual toddlers if you had twins. And then I did I wanted it to be like kind of a girls' teenage room. I did that, I can't remember what house I did that in. One of the houses, was it last week that I can't remember. Anyway, I did that sometime. And also there's a lot of Kleenexes in this house because I thought it was super cute. Anyway, and then the master bedroom, all these bedrooms, really good sizes, like decent sized. Makes it a little bit hard to fill, but I don't know, they just seem to get it right. They just seem to have that knowledge of like, okay, it needs to be this big in order to be open and big feeling, but not super hard to fill, because I was able to put in like a side table and things like that with little knickknacks, as you see right now, which makes it nice, and then, but not super duper like open, and like this is just an empty room that would probably echo. So props to the person who built this. If I haven't said it already, this is incredible. 10 out of 10, would recommend if you want to download this house for yourself and reno it however you like, or if you want to download my house. I have to remember to upload these to the gallery. Honestly, I think after this voiceover, I'm going to upload it right away, because the last house I uploaded to the gallery was the country club, which was like a month ago, in July or something. It's insane. I never upload my houses. I'm so bad for it, because the day that it comes out, I'm usually not around, and so then I just forget about it, and then like I don't know what save the house is. It's bad. I gotta get better at that. I should write myself a sticky note that's yelling at me, because that's the only way that I can ever make it work, is if I yell at myself through sticky notes. Then I do it. If I don't yell at myself through sticky notes, it really just goes in one ear and out the other. It's just like, I have so many things in my mind that I can't remember to upload something to the gallery, but I need to get better at that. It's like October resolution. Because who needs New Year's resolution? I did have a New Year's resolution one year that stuck. It was to become a vegetarian, and I did. And have been for about 2 years now. Almost 2 years. 2 years January 1st. So the only New Year's resolution that ever stuck. Anyway, guys, we are finishing up here, so if you like this video, make sure to leave a like, and if you want to stay updated on all this nonsense, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and I will see you all in my next video. Also, if you want me to reno one of your houses, you can use the hashtag nsgreno. I haven't said that in a while, but you can use it if you want to. Okay, guys, fly through time. Bye!